Yo, what is up everybody? It's Your Name here, and I am so stoked for this video because we're about to dive into something that I am personally passionate about: travel. Specifically, travel in the USA. So buckle up, because in this video we're serving up the top 10 best places to visit in the USA. Let's do this. Alright, let's kick things off in the city that never sleeps, New York City. This concrete jungle, it's a whirlwind of energy, a symphony of sounds, a kaleidoscope of cultures all mashed together into one incredible experience. Times Square at night? Sensory overload in the best way possible. But then, you duck down a side street and you find this quiet little cafe. People watching, sipping espresso, and the chaos fades away. And the food? Pizza by the slice, hot dogs from a street vendor, Michelin star restaurants, you name it, they got it. And the best part is you can walk everywhere, soak it all in. The good, the bad, the beautiful, the gritty. It all comes together to make New York, well, New York. Look, I could spend this entire video talking about New York City, but we got 9 other incredible destinations to hit. Trust me, you won't regret it. From the urban jungle, we're heading straight into the heart of nature, the Grand Canyon. This place is more than just a hole in the ground, people. It's like nature decided to flex its creative muscles and carve out something truly awe-inspiring. You stand on the rim, look out over this vast expanse, and you instantly feel insignificant. Millions of years in the making, the Colorado River winding its way through the bottom, layers upon layers of rock telling the story of time. It's humbling, to say the least. Now, you can hike down to the bottom if you're feeling adventurous, but even just taking in the view from the rim is an experience you won't soon forget. The Grand Canyon is one of those places that reminds you just how small we are in the grand scheme of things. Alright, history buffs, this one's for you, Washington, D.C., the nation's capital. A city steeped in history and iconic monuments. Walking through the National Mall, it's like stepping back in time. The Washington Monument, the Lincoln Memorial, the reflecting pool, they all have this presence. And then there are the museums, the Smithsonian, the National Air and Space Museum, the National Museum of Natural History. DC isn't all about the past. It's also got a thriving food scene and cool neighborhoods to explore. Chapter 4, Las Vegas, Sin City's still got it. Alright, let's be real for a second. Vegas is one of those places you either love or you hate. But hey, that's part of what makes it so fascinating, right? Casinos, shows, clubs, restaurants, it's all there, all larger than life, all designed to make you forget about the outside world for a while. But here's the thing about Vegas, it's not just about gambling and nightlife. You've got world-class dining, incredible shows, and even some pretty cool museums if you know where to look. Plus, you're a stone's throw from some incredible natural wonders like the Hoover Dam and Red Rock Canyon. So, whether you're looking to hit the jackpot, catch a Cirque du Soleil show, or just escape reality for a bit, Vegas has something for everyone. Chapter 5. New Orleans, let the good times roll. Next up, we're heading down south to the Big Easy, New Orleans. This city is like nowhere else in the USA. It's got its own rhythm, its own flavor, its own unique blend of cultures. From the moment you step off the plane, you're hit with the sounds of jazz music, the smell of Cajun and Creole cooking, and this infectious energy. And speaking of streets, you've got to experience the French Quarter. It's like stepping back in time with its colorful buildings, wrought iron balconies. New Orleans is calling your name. Chapter 6, Chicago, the Windy City's architectural marvels. Alright, let's head back up north to the Windy City, shall we? Chicago. This city, it's got it all: stunning architecture, world-class museums, a beautiful lakefront, and a food scene that will blow your mind. Seriously, Chicago deep dish pizza, forget about it. But let's talk about the architecture for a second. Chicago is an architect's dream. From the iconic skyscrapers like the Willis Tower and the John Hancock Center, to the historic buildings along the Chicago River, every corner you turn is a photo opportunity. Chicago is a city that's constantly evolving, constantly pushing the boundaries of art, culture, and cuisine. All right, adventure seekers, nature lovers, this one's for you. We're heading west to Yellowstone National Park, a geothermal wonderland that will blow your mind. Geysers erupting, hot springs bubbling, mud pots gurgling, all surrounded by stunning scenery. First up, Old Faithful. It's not the biggest geyser, but it's the most famous. When it erupts, it's a sight you won't forget. But Yellowstone is more than just geysers. Hiking trails, waterfalls, wildlife, and a supervolcano simmering beneath the surface. Keep an eye out for bison, elk, wolves, and maybe a grizzly bear. Remember to keep your distance and respect the wildlife. Disconnect from the hustle and reconnect with nature on a primal level. Okay, let's head back to the coast, shall we? San Francisco. This city is a unique blend of natural beauty, iconic landmarks, and a laid-back vibe that's hard to resist. First things first, you've got to see the Golden Gate Bridge. It's one of those landmarks that lives up to the hype. But San Francisco is more than just a pretty bridge. It's a city of neighborhoods, each with its own distinct personality. Explore the colorful houses of Haight-Ashbury. Ride a cable car up Lombard Street, grab a sourdough bread bowl of clam chowder at Fisherman's Wharf, and get lost in the hustle and bustle of Chinatown. And then there's the food scene. San Francisco is a foodie's paradise, with everything from Michelin-starred restaurants to hole-in-the-wall taquerias. San Francisco is a city that will surprise you, inspire you, and make you want to come back for more. Next up, we're heading down to the Sunshine State, to a city that's all about beaches, nightlife, and a whole lot of Latin flair, Miami. A vibrant mix of old and new, where Art Deco architecture meets modern skyscrapers and the rhythm of salsa music fills the air. South Beach, Miami's most famous stretch of sand. Soak up the sun, swim and people watch. Explore Windward Walls, a collection of street art murals. Wander through Little Havana and sample amazing Cuban food. Miami is a city that never sleeps, always evolving. Our final destination is a hidden gem in the Blue Ridge Mountains of North Carolina. Asheville blends small-town charm with big city amenities and a thriving art scene. Experience the Blue Ridge Parkway's breathtaking views. Visit the Biltmore Estate, America's largest private home. Asheville is a craft beer lover's paradise. Asheville will surprise and delight you. And there you have it, folks. Our whirlwind tour of the 10 best places to visit in the USA. This country is vast, diverse, and full of incredible destinations just waiting to be explored. So what are you waiting for? Start planning your next adventure today. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more travel inspiration. And let me know in the comments where you're headed next. Safe travels, everybody. Peace.